once I heard Dad was outside again counting birds, and Mama plugged in a nightlight, and I saw the queen of the world.
Welcome to the Golden Hour Birth Podcast. We are doing another mini episode. It's going to be a quick one today, so we'll get right into it. I am your co-host, Liz.
And I'm your co-host, Natalie. And tonight we thought we would share a little bit of our favorite resources for preparing for baby's arrival and then postpartum. So if you want to kind of talk about what helped you the most, Liz, and we can go from there.
Sure. So obviously I wanted a natural, not obviously, but if you listen to my story, I wanted a natural birth. So I did a lot of research on that. I think the first thing was what was the Ricky Lake documentary?
Oh, Business of Being Born. Oh my God, yes.
Yeah, Business of Being Born was like my first like even glimpse into like the natural birth world. I had, been going to an OB before that, but yeah, so that was the first one. Very eye-opening. I think everyone should watch that, medically, if you want a medical birth or a natural, non-medicated birth or whatever, it's still just, nice to watch that. And then
I think it has a lot of good history points too of like how women like were treated and now.
Yeah. And like the history of birth and what we've gone through, they even talked about like how at one point they would like drug women where you went into labor and then you would wake up with a baby, or like they had
great
just like erased your memory of childbirth. Like it's just, it's incredible.
The talk about trauma right there.
Yeah. And then the Ina May Guide to Childbirth was huge. The whole first half of it is birth stories, which obviously I love. And then it gets into the whole like physiology of birth, which was so cool to learn. That is something we just do not learn about. That's cool. I don't know. Unless maybe you go to like nursing school or, become a doctor or something.
Yeah.
But not me. Not accounting.
Just doing what we love on the side.
Yeah. So those were the two big ones that I used to prepare for birth. Yeah.
Yeah, I would have to say the exact same. Business of Being Born. I mean, you told me about that. You gave me Ina May's book. So like pretty much all my resources are coming from you because you did it before me. But obviously I was preparing for a natural birth too. And oh my gosh, like Business of Being Born. I feel like I want to watch it now. And I like not even know. I'm not even for sure if I'm planning like on a natural birth. I've kind of just been like, I saw myself getting an epidural this time. So just such good things. And I feel like I always like pull their statistics out of my back pocket when people are like asking me about birth. And they're like, oh, you should watch this. And all of that. Ina May's was amazing. I remember like reading it before bed and just being like, wow. And Sam would be like, what? And I'd tell him about all the good parts. And then my doula was a huge resource. She was obviously Emma. If you guys listen to our episode, you guys know how knowledgeable she is and amazing. The midwives were wonderful. Yeah, the Birth Hour podcast and the birthing class. All of it.
Our inspiration.
Just hearing other like natural birth stories or everything like that, it just like gave me a sense of like, I got this.
Yeah, for
trust
sure.
your body. Yeah,
my doula for my first birth, she's now a midwife, and her midwife partner just started a podcast too.
Oh,
so I think it's called like Quick and Dirty Midwife or something, but it's very humorous, and maybe we could have them on sometime.
Yeah, that'd be so fun. That's so cute. It's funny how both of our first doulas have become midwives.
Yeah. That's very calling.
I know. Irony. That's adorable. What are some resources that you feel helped you postpartum and into the toddler years?
Well, first, postpartum, like very early days, was
Mhm.
definitely my doula.
Mhm.
She hooked me up with like just a lot of reading and resources. And then with a lactation consult who came to my house and gave me a ton of info. And then like online, when I started pumping, I joined some pumping groups on Facebook, and that helped a lot. And then a safe sleep group, it's called Safe Sleep and Baby Care Evidence-Based Support, was huge in getting just the knowledge of not just safe sleep, but like getting, listening to your baby's cues and just all of that. So
Mhm.
yeah, that was a huge resource of mine.
Yeah.
It still is. Yeah. Even toddler sleep. I'm like, help.
Yep. Yeah. For my postpartum, it would have to be friends and like you and my sister and our other sister-in-law. Like, I remember just like crying and not being like, and just being like, what's going on with my body? And just like being reassured by all of you. And then like, if I had, the most random questions, I like felt like I knew who to go to because they experienced some sort of it. And then Moms on Call, my friend just like sent me like one of their free guides, and that had Wes sleeping great. So that was awesome, which I kind of shared like in another mini episode that like I put a lot of pressure on it, but it really did help in the long run. Because now we put him to bed and he just conks right out.
Yeah, getting baby to sleep independently is just, for me, it was a
Refreshing.
huge lifesaver. The drowsy
Yeah.
awake whole thing.
Yeah. And then obviously, like as we talk about all the time, the toddler years, big little feelings.
Our favorite resource.
Ever. Kristen and Dina, if you're listening, we love you.
I'm like always like first to comment on their posts and like sending a story or, replying to their stories. So I'm like,
Yep.
probably your probably number 2 stalker, because you're probably number 1.
I'm probably number 1. I send Liz all their stories and I'm like, God, they're so cool. So whatever they did worked because they're the freaking coolest people. I think I just love how authentic they are and just like how evidence-based their approaches to parenthood.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's wonderful.
Yeah. And just viewing kids as like whole human beings.
Mm-hmm.
It's so refreshing.
Yeah. And like they're under construction kind of thing.
Mhm.
It's like, yeah, that's right. That they are. They're like still learning this whole world and we have to be their guides.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I have to remind myself a lot, like their brains are not developed enough to like grasp what I'm, trying to say or trying to get them to do or whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
That helps.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. And then just like, family stuff. Local resources. I definitely follow a lot of like doulas and midwives locally too, and sleep consultants, and just, having that local community is big.
Yeah. Forest and Meadow was a good one for like herbs. If you want to like try that. Like I know I had like the milk tincture and then did like another tea from them. Their raspberry leaf tea sent me into labor.
And the top is so pretty.
It's so pretty. It's right by my house. But yeah, if you ever like need resources, feel free to reach out to us because I feel like that's like what I always say. Us moms got to stick together. We got to help each other.
Yeah. Seriously. Someone will have some kind of answer, like, or point you in the right direction. I'm also on a mom's group called like Super Definitely Average Moms. And it's like the most real group I've ever been in. Like,
I love that.
Nobody's like pretentious. It's evidence-based. It's all like, talking about balance, basically,
Yeah.
Oh, well, today I fed my kids, chicken nuggets. But tomorrow I might cook something like a little bit more, more nutritionally balanced. But
Mm.
Yeah.
My kid eats nothing for dinner. I don't even know. But he never acts like he's hungry.
Yeah, today we ate chicken nuggets and crescent roll for dinner.
I support that.
They each had an apple. So
There you go.
that's a win.
Way to go, friends. I'll take that as a win too.
Well, we got to jump off now because we got a birth story we're about to record.
Yeah.
But yeah, tune in next week for birth story. Thanks for sticking with us for our mini episodes too.
Yes.
Gonna get
How
through
about-
maternity leave once Natalie goes.
6 weeks, honey. 6 weeks. All right. We'll see you next episode.
Bye.